Happy Monday, everybody. We're going to do a dog theme wreath today. We're going to be using this sign. All you need is love and a dog. So I hope you all had a great weekend. I did. Well, I was sick half the week. Last week, I got sick about Wednesday, and I was sick until like Saturday afternoon. So, but I'm feeling much better today. 14-inch wire frame from Dollar Tree. Let me turn this down so y'all can see what I'm doing. Okay, 14-inch frame, pipe cleaners going in on the frame, on the brackets, on the inside 2 rings. And I'm using black pipe cleaners because I got some black 21-inch mesh. I also have some red, white, and black check 10-inch mesh that we're going to use. And I got a whole bunch of dog theme ribbon. So this should be a fun wreath, I hope. Today is actually me and my husband's 13th wedding anniversary. So we did nothing. He went to work and now I'm at work. I call this my job, even though I don't get paid for it. Not yet, anyway. Me and my sister were actually on the phone this morning making plans for next week, next Sunday for Easter. On the outside 2 rings, I'm coming about 2 inches from the bracket on each side and putting one. I'm going to do that all the way around. So hopefully we'll all be able to get together for Easter. There's a couple of people who have to work, but maybe they can come before or after and get a plate of something to eat. We don't have any small kids in our family right now, so, well, I mean, we do, but there's only like 2 that are real small. So I doubt if we'll be doing any sort of Easter egg hunt. We've done that before. We've had big old Easter egg hunts here. But with the price of eggs, no thank you. That's okay. I'm fine with not having an Easter egg hunt. Okay, almost done with this part. Okay, there's that. Save a few up here. Put down there. Okay, now we're going to get this 21-inch mesh. Can needs dunking. Okay, take the tape off of there. what we're going to do is we're going to do 10-inch poofs all the way around. And you're going to take and fold this edge under, and then fold each side under, and then you're going to scrunch it together, and that's going to be your beginning. And you fold all them sides under so it won't fray out. Just going to make that really tight. I'm going to drop this on the floor. And keeping sides turned under. Now I'll get this straight in a minute. Okay. You want to measure out 10 inches. Then come to your next set of pipe cleaners. I started on the inside. You don't have to. You can start on the outside. That is totally your choice. Do whatever is more comfortable for you. And you're just going to measure out 10 inches. Attach it and keep going all the way around. So I'm going to do this until I get to the end of the inside, and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm at the end of the inside where it comes back and meets. And all you're going to do is the exact same thing. You're just going to measure out 10 inches and come right over top of where you started and attach it. Scoop that out. And then to come down to the bottom side, you just pull it tight, straight, and you just twist it on there, and then you just start doing your poofs again. So you'll measure out 10 inches and just go to the next one. Okay, and to save y'all all this boring watching of me do poofs, I'm going to do the poofs and I'll come back to you. Okay guys, I've gone all the way around and I'm back to where I brought it down from the top or from the inside. And to finish it off, you just measure your 10-inch loop, attach it right on the on top of the other one, twist it off in there, and then you take and cut this off. Now y'all, I'm going to be very careful because last week this is where I cut my hand. So I have extremely sharp scissors. But you want to be careful not to cut anything else. Okay. And you still have mesh left. Okay. Now you can just take this right here and tuck it in behind that poof. And it's easy peasy. So now we have our base down. Now we're going to come in with our 10-inch mesh. And we're going to cut some poofs to go on there. Y'all, why is this so difficult today? Like I don't know what I'm doing, but I do. Okay. So let me set that out of the way. Oh my gracious. My blade just fell apart. Okay, I fixed that. It's a Monday. It's a Monday. It's always a freaking Monday. Alright. And I'm going to cut these at, I don't have quite a whole roll here. It's a little bit more than half. So I'm going to cut these at 15 inches. I don't know how many I'm going to get. As many as I can. I ain't about waste. I'm about using every last little bit. Even if I got to mix stuff up. Let's see how many we gonna get out of this. Got quite a few so far. Yeah, when I first started making wreaths, I made so many dog themed wreaths. Like everybody wanted one. And then for a few years, it was like nobody wanted one. I've got, no, I don't have one. Do I? Yeah, I do have one. But it's more like a tan color. So I thought I'd make one a different color just to see if this one would sell. Oh, this might be our last one. Okay. We're going to do these the same way we do the ruffles or whatever. We're just going to do it the same way. We just ain't going to have as much just scrunch in the middle. And I'm going to start on the outside. Because I know I got enough to go all the way around the outside. So I'm going to do those. And I have a sign to go on this wreath, so if there's a spot that don't have this, we'll just put the sign in that spot. And I just roll the ends twice, scrunch in the middle, roll the other end twice. Y'all know how I do. I got my door open on my shed today. I said it's so warm out there. It's supposed to be in the 80s today. I love it. I'm just twisting these on. And this wreath has a, I don't know if I told you, but you probably know, it's got a total of 18 twists on there, or pipe cleaners. So there's 12 around the outside edge, 6 on the inside. And this has always been how I've done it. Now on larger frames you have to, it's different. The size of frame does matter when you're doing it with pipe cleaners, because you want to make sure it's full. In your mesh, when I used 10-inch mesh when I first started, I cut it at, I think it was 18 inches, and it was still full, but it's not as full as it is now with 20 inches. But you decide how you want your wreath to look, how full you want it, and then you can just adjust the size you cut your mesh to accordingly. I do think there is a lot of people who cut theirs at 30. I think that's overkill, but that's just my personal opinion. I mean, that's a lot. And cut at 20 inches for 10-inch mesh. It takes exactly one roll if all you're doing is the base and not ruffles on top or anything like that. It takes just one roll to do the base. So I found that more cost effective, and I didn't have like short pieces left over. So that's just my opinion. Okay, I have 4 left to do the inside with. So I'm going to do, I might just do 3, y'all, so it's every other one on the inside. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll do every other one. This way it's more symmetrical that way. And with our sign and our ribbons and bows and stuff, you'll be fine. Y'all don't need to stress so much about making wreaths. It's not that serious. It's supposed to be fun. If you're not having fun, then you may not want to do it. I don't know. Every other one. I'm a pop on it. Alright, so that's our base. And I have 1 roll left over. Okay, so now we've got our sign. Yeah. We'll cut this off. Yeah, I think I ordered this from Craft Outlet a while back. But these are everywhere. I mean, you can find these everywhere. Let me get 2 more pop cleaners. And my staple gun. I don't know if this is going to be long enough. Sometimes my staples try to go through, so I have to put a piece of cardboard So let me do that. Just in case. Don't need the cardboard that big. Okay, so we're going to put one in every corner. Just like so. And just like so. Now you can put some hot glue on here too. You most certainly can. And there you have it. They're just stapled on there. And we're going to put this on at an angle. We're going to start at the top. And you want it on there secure but not sunk in. Now I started on this side, and I'm going to come down here and attach this one next, so it's not all flipping and flopping on me. Okay, then I'm going to come back to the top and do this side. And come back to the bottom. I lost it in my fingers. Okay. Get that just a little bit tighter. And I like to put the sign and the bow on before I do the ribbon tails. Y'all know that. Let me tighten these up just a hair. That one's tight. That was the one. Okay, so that's what we have. It's going to sit like this. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our bow going. Show y'all my ribbons. I only have just a little bit of this red dog print. So I'm going to use it in the bow. Then I have some of this, the red and white dog bone and the paw print. And I have some of this. And I'm going to use some red and black check and some gray, because the sign actually has like a gray wash to it. So I want to see how it looks. Another couple of pipe cleaners up here. Let me make some room, get my stapler gun out of the way. Put a maker up here. Let me get situated. Alright. Y'all know I got the hammer in my thing. Nobody reminded me to glue that in. Okay, so I think that we're going to start with this black paw print. And we're going to have 8-inch tails. We'll come in and twist in the middle. Bring that tail up. We'll have some, about a 6.5-inch loop. 6.5-inch loop. Twisting in the middle each time. We're going to have 3 of these. 3 loops on each side. Make this a big old bow. Okay, and we're going to measure out 8-inch tail. Then we're going to spread these out. One. Let's come in with this one. We're going to start on the other side. 8-inch tail. Now this loop's going to be about 1 inch shorter, so it's going to be about 5.5. Well, about 5 3/4. And this time we're going to make y'all, that loop's 6 inches. So 6-inch loop. And we're going to do 2 on each side. Spread these out. Okay, now I'm going to bring in that gray. It is a 1.5-inch ribbon. This ribbon, all the paw print ribbon that I got come from Craft Outlet a couple years ago. This ribbon here was gifted to me, and the label on it says shop5thstreet.com. I don't know if they still have it. I've never shopped there. I'm just telling you where it come from. And this is gray and white. I don't know what it's called, diagonal, whatever. Make our tail. And this we're going to do 2 loops on each side. Now remember, each time you make a set of loops, they have to be a little bit shorter than the last set of loops, so you can see it. I'm only doing 2 on each side of that. can hold all this. So I still have 3 more ribbons to go. And now I'm going to throw in this red plaid. This is, I'm going to say it's a 2-inch ribbon. Starting on the opposite side. And I'm just going to put one of this. Now that is not shorter. Twisting. Okay. Stay in there. And this, I'm going to do one loop of this. Y'all, this is a big pie. This is a big, big pie. See, it's not holding down. Then I've got this red that I have very, very little of. You know what, y'all? I'm going to take this off. And I'm going to put this here. Sorry, y'all. I'm always changing my mind on stuff, but that just works better. Then take this and set it right back down on there. And I can take that and set it right back down on there. No, I don't like that. Got to start on this side. Sorry, y'all, I'm a mess. I don't know how y'all learn anything from me. I'm always changing my mind. But I get it done. And if you don't like something, change it then. Okay. Wow, that's a huge bow, y'all. Huge bow. Okay. Take your zip tie. Run it underneath. Y'all see that stink bug? That's what I get for having the door open. And I only done the one loop of this red plaid in the center. It's not one on each side, it's just one loop to cover the zip tie. Y'all, this is a handful, let me tell you. This is a handful right here. Okay, and put your pipe cleaner through there. You want to pull this snug. Because this is one of those that will. It's so full. That I may have to fluff this after I get it all cinched together. I'm liking that little bit of gray that's in there. It just softens it up a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to pull this super, super tight so I don't have to. Y'all see how thick that is? Wow. That's a handful. And take that off. And now, I'm really going to pull on it. And I don't like that, so I'm going to cut that. I'm going to go ahead and dovetail that way shorter. I just didn't like how long that piece was. Go ahead and dovetail this one too while I'm at it. And over here, and just pull them. Now don't be scared, because if you pulled it tight enough, it ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. Alright. Y'all, this one here, this red paw print one, is silky satin. So I'm going to cut it at an angle. But all the other ones, you can dovetail. And you just fold it in half on top of itself. Come down about an inch on the folded side and cut diagonally up. And get it dovetailed. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. And there's the boat. Alright, let's get it attached and see what we're working with. Okay, I'm going to come right up here. For my bracket. You want to run it in there and grab it. And you don't want your bow to sink, but you want it on there tight, but not sunk in. Just where it's not going to come off. Okay. Oh, just one I missed. Okay, so that's what we have. Now let's make some ribbon tails. And I think I'm going to put these two together and these two together. Because I think that mesh gives it enough red. I don't want to overpower it with red. So, no, I don't need this. I'm going to start with the one that has the least amount on there, which is this white one. I'm going to use my 12-inch measuring stick here. My husband made this for me. It's just a paint stick cut down to 12 inches. And I'm just going to get as many as I can out of this. And that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I may change my mind here in a minute, y'all. Got something percolating in my brain. Okay. Now, let's see how many of these I can get. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 and 5 is 12. Yep. I think what I'm going to do is just put both of these with this block pattern here. If I can get 12 out of there. Waste not want none. I'll use every last bit. It all don't have to be exactly the same all the way around. So let's see if I can get 12 out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, ma'am. I'm going to cut these and dovetail these. Now we know that this is enough to go all the way around the outside. We knew that. Just dovetailing these. So we're just going to alternate every other time. And we're just going to stick it right on there. wonder if I could go every other one. I think that's what I'm going to do, is just go every other one. Okay, so this one, this is one. Yeah, I think every other one will be fine. I'm just lining these up on top of each other, measuring out the center, pinching them in the middle, and just putting them right on top of this 10-inch ruffle here. Ruffle, whatever it is. And I'm doing every other one. I'm going to skip around the bow right now. Make sure everything on the front side is covered. Skip that one, come here. Oh yeah, that's plenty. Okay. So, I think we got enough to do this. I got to hurry. I've got to go get my nephew from work. He's going to be calling me soon. I'll be like, where are you at? Okay. White. Oh. Couldn't find my pipe cleaner. Okay. Alright. Then we'll come in here. I'm going to put one right there. And then there's a hole right up here. Let me do a black one. Oh. Yeah. Come right here. I like to put the bow on top of those. Let me clean that up just a little bit. This right here, this dovetail, isn't the cleanest cut. Just wanted to clean that up a little bit. Alright, now I still have 4 left. So I'm just going to just start sticking them. feel like my wreath keeps walking down the table out of camera view. I'm sorry about that. Okay, and the white one. One more. Let's put it over here. See, y'all, with just 12 ribbon tails, we were able to fill that wreath. Slam up with goodness. With the bow and the sign. Alright, I'm going to turn this camera up. Hold this up for y'all. See how pretty that is? Really big bow. Ribbons all the way around. So yeah. Very, very pretty. Just a touch of that red making it pop. Yeah. Alright guys, that's all I got for you today. I will be back out here on Thursday. I may be back before. So, I don't know. I got an event Saturday, so I'm sure I'll be out here doing something. Getting stuff ready. Again. But I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me and subscribing. I'm almost to 800 subscribers. This morning I was at 751. Y'all are awesome. Thank you for all the sharing and liking and all that stuff. Is really helping getting my name out there. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I had started a membership thing, but I took that down because I think it's too soon for all that. So we'll just gain some more viewers and see if a membership is needed or not for special things. So, but anyway, that's all I have for you today. I don't know what I'm going to do Thursday. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It may not be a mesh wreath this time. Don't know. It may be flowers. Alright. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see y'all Thursday.